hey, we got one more baptism, and I would love for you to welcome up Dakota. All right, Dakota, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. You had prom last night, right? And you were asked the question, what were you more excited about, prom or baptism? And you said, baptism. Yeah, I love that. All right, yeah. So, Dakota, I'd love for you to share with our congregation like how Jesus Christ has saved your life.
Well, growing up, I grew up in a non-religious household. I did attend church for a few times with my mother when I was younger, but the only thing I know about the church back then was it was very corrupt. I was taught false teachings by corrupt pastors and a corrupt team. Since then I rejected religion. I even went to multiple Catholic, Anglican schools, continued to reject the religion because of my previous thoughts. When I moved down to Texas, I surrounded myself with the wrong people. I got very involved in sexual immorality, addiction. I was very selfish. I treated people like they were just a tool for me. If they didn't benefit me, they didn't mean anything to me. And I came down here. I was invited here by the Cavador family out here in the front. And where's the wine family? Over there.
Some back there.
Right over there, some over there, some there. Thank you guys, I love y'all. They brought me down here. They said I should come for January 1st. It was right after Christmas. It was that Sunday. And at first, I started coming for my friends. The services didn't really mean anything to me. Then I got involved with the community. I love this community. I was very invited the first day I even came, and it drew me back. And that was definitely a sign from the Lord to call me down here. We had D-Now. D-Now is it's a church camp down here. And it was a few weeks after all of that. I was invited to go by some of my friends, and I was hesitant at first, but I decided, hey, it'll be fun. I'll be hanging out with friends, right? We had small groups during then, and during one of the small groups, we got very personal. We asked about who knows the gospel, and I had no clue what the gospel was. I didn't even raise my hand. I didn't bother. But I pulled aside my youth group leader, Jordan, and we had a private talk about what the gospel meant and talked about our private lives and his life before Christ, his conversion and his life after, and how he's helped people find that life after. There was definitely a presence in that room. I could feel it weighing on my shoulders. It was a way that Christ drew himself to me. Yeah. After D-Now, we had a service on Sunday talking about giving yourself up to Christ in a spiritual sense. And before then, I didn't know what it meant. I took it very literally, and I'm I want to say materialistic person. So it was difficult saying like, oh yeah, I give up my car to follow Christ. I give up a house to follow Christ, you know? But it's not about that. It's proclaiming your faith during your hardest times to keep following in his path. And I didn't know that. So we had that service, and the morning after, I woke up. It was Monday. It was President's Day. We didn't have school, so I slept, and I was amazing. I woke up, and I felt refreshed. And without even hesitation, I didn't even think about it. I just came to my bedside, and I prayed. I recognized that I had sinned, and I am a sinner. I'm an enemy of God. I knew that. And asked for his guidance in my life. I like to control my life a lot, and that's not what I should be doing. I should be following in his steps. He should be taking me down a path of goodness and faithfulness. And that's what I did. I turned myself to him. I surrendered myself, and I asked for his guidance to give me goodness and holiness in my life. And since then, I've made a lot of friends over here. A lot of you guys have helped me out in my journey. After that day, though, my most immediate changes, people meant something to me. My friends had meaning and value, and I didn't just use them as a pawn. I turned away from a lot of my addictions, a lot of sexual immoralities and urges of drinking and such others. It was a problem, and since then it's gone. What was it? We talked about it. Galatians 5:16-23. It talks about the acts of the flesh. Acts of the flesh. It's immoralities. It's fits of anger, indulgences, envies, all such things. But it also talks about fruits of the Spirit, which are goodness and faithfulness and joy and happiness. And since that day after D-Now, I've been producing all of those. I've been very happy in my life, very caring of others. I love all of you guys. And yeah.
All right. Well, it's upon that public profession of faith, Dakota, that I baptize you, my brother, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.